Okay. Sorry about that. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Oh, wait, I'm on time. All right. Never mind. We're good. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy whenever you're watching this in the future day. Hope you're having a wonderful evening or whatever. I don't know. I don't make the rules. But anyway, welcome in. Fox and Mr. Imperatrix and Adrielle, Maya, Bonkers. I haven't seen you in a little while, Bonkers Busy, I think. I want to say that. I could be wrong. Hello, Paulo. Welcome in, folks. We are going to do a little bit more farming only. Farming only tonight. Oh, I guess I can, like, switch over. We'll go right into the game, though. I don't want to be on camera today. I fell asleep with 2 contacts in my eyes last night, and I woke up with only 1, which is a little concerning. Been here for a while? Fair enough. Welcome in. Welcome. First time catching a live. Never caught a live stream before. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. Watch your videos for a hot minute, but first time catching a stream. Bunch of new folks. Very cool, very cool. We started this last week, and I kind of scrambled my way into it because I didn't really, I didn't really have a plan because my wife and I got Chinese food instead of, like, me working on my plans for stream, but that's all right. So I asked people last time, what should we do? I only wanted to use one skill at a time, and a lot of folks are saying, like, listen, if you were an actual farmer, you wouldn't leave a bunch of garbage around your field and just work around it, right? And I think that makes sense. So what we had done last time was just put away all of our tools. Oh, that's right. Willie here to ruin my day. This is brand new. Very exciting. Willie has noticed that we haven't been fishing much, so he gave us some free fishing experience. And he also throws a training rod at us. So that kind of ruins, like, the entire purpose of this farm. But you know what? Whatever. Thanks, Willie. Appreciate you. We'll take that. Oh, we got some cash from Mom. Very cool. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave the rocks and the trees because I would get experience from those. But I should be able to just cut down all these logs, right? I think that's a fair compromise. Just get some of this stuff out of the way. Then I'm just going to chuck this wood. I won't use it. But this seems a little more realistic to me and doesn't actually involve us getting any experience. So I think it's like a happy medium. And I saw somebody just said something about bombs. I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet. That was something I was looking at. I definitely will get experience if we use bombs to clear areas. I might do that just so that we can get into the mushroom cave, you know? Because otherwise I'm not getting a dehydrator, right? Like, so I would like to do that possibly. So I think that would be about the only way that we would use bombs to clear anything. Otherwise we're going to get experience and we're going to gain levels and stuff. And I just don't really want that. Not yet, at least. So this is what we have to work with. Don't know of any way to get bombs. We have bombs from the traveling cart. I have a couple of them. Yeah, bombs will give us experience. Exactly. I don't really want that. So, I don't know. Might use bombs just to get into the mushroom cave once we get that unlocked. But I think that would be about it. Move your chickens and farm that area? That's so true, yeah. This is actually like more prime farming area, and we could just let our chickens take over all this overgrown area down here. Hey Moon, welcome in. Chinese food is delicious. Can't blame you for getting distracted. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have. Oh, let's throw that away. Oh, and I actually can't make mayo machines, so we might as well just go ahead and sell that, right? I'm so used to wanting to hang on to that stuff, but it's not going to do anything for us. Might as well chuck it. So, you can go back in there. Hey, Broken Moon Alchemist. Welcome, welcome. We kind of have most of what we need. I might need a carrot or two for some stamina. We're already... Probably should have waited to do more clearing until we had crops in the ground. This is the Meadowland farm, the new one in 1.6. We're already at level 5 farming, which is pretty swell. But getting to level 6 would be even better. Be nice to get some sprinklers in. I think we decided actually though that after I get seeds, we're gonna focus on getting another chicken coop because they're just really, really good, like, cash flow. What do I want to do here? I really want one of these, but we'll never, ever, ever get a fire quartz, right? So... Goodness gracious. Let's grab... I don't know, like 100 melons and start with that. Maybe from the trash, a fire quartz. Can you get that before you've made it down to like floor? Oh wait, I'm not doing trash anyway. Disregard that. Pay no attention to the men rifling through the trash cans. That's a different me. Hey Courtney, welcome in. But I don't know if you can get them from the trash can, but if you can, I would assume they're also locked behind mines progression. A lot of them are. Boom, 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 boom. Let's figure out... Oh, we got one little guy there. We can go basically all the way over to the edge. I can't even till this anyway, right? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Well, that's 34 so far. It's gonna be a lot of melons. But that's good, right? That's what we want. I actually didn't really have a an experience plan tracked out for summer. We did potatoes in the spring. They're pretty good for cash, not quite as good for experience as kale, but we weren't really, rushing for experience necessarily. And you go all the way over to that rock over there, huh? Okay, cool. So I think melons will be a pretty good one. They're going to take a long time to grow in, which kind of stinks. I know I was talking last week about maybe getting something in the ground that would grow pretty quickly and then turning that around. Did this extend all the way up? Okay, one more. It was one off. And then we can start coming down another row. Isn't this the most beautiful field y'all have ever seen? It's just naturally spreading, you know, we're moving with the curves of nature here. We're not imposing our own sense of beauty onto it. Or something. Awesome. One thing I didn't think of is 100 is kind of not the best number for the watering can, huh? It's like 2.5 trips, right? I think I have... oh, is this an empty spot? That's annoying. Might have to go buy one singular extra one. Actually, you know what? I probably have a bunch of coffee that I need to get in the ground, huh? Or, no, wait, we got that pretty late in the season. It's probably actually not even... Yeah. Tomorrow we'll have some. So we can start filling things in tomorrow. I'm a little concerned about what energy is going to look like in the coming week or so here. I guess I'm glad I saved those carrots, but... You know, technically, we should have enough energy to water our whole field if we don't do much more than that, huh? That's alright. Anyway, welcome in. I haven't been looking over. Welcome Mewsli and Madison and Monkey. Not forgetting Mr. Strimmer. Another episode of Bleep Makes Life Bloomin' Awkward. That's true. I gave myself a little bit of leeway, though, in that we cut all the twigs out of here. Which, the more people said it, the more I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And let's see if we can maybe find a new home for these guys. I don't have enough time to actually move it today since we'd have to go all the way around, but we could kind of position them over here. Oh, I left my my axe up there. If we move them kind of down into this area, let's get you all the way so I don't accidentally use that. If we get them kind of down just right into this area, they can take care of some of this grass for us. And then I'll be able to use that space up there to farm. I don't have a ton of space, you know? Maybe let's start knocking this out. Okay. All right, that's not bad for the first day of summer, I would say. We'll clear all this out, or at least what we can. Like, you. And yeah, that's true. That'll give us a spot next to the water, so we'll have a little bit more in the way of resources. Or, not resources. We will have less travel time, I guess is where I was trying to go with that. Dang, stayed up until 6:20 p.m. That's practically unheard of. Wild. All right, thanks, Willie, for the free fishing experience, ya melon. I didn't want that. IrishViking with the 23 months, almost 2 years. Thank you so much. That's awesome. And it's been a hot second. Okay. This is gonna be both amazing and truly, truly, truly awful. I probably should have started thinking about the coop before we started buying more crops, to be honest. These aren't going to pay themselves off for like a bajillion years now. That's all right. No big deal. Look at this beautiful field. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Can't forget, we got to throw one right in there. Awesome. This kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. I don't know about y'all, but like when the crop fairy comes in and ruins my layout, that just drives me a little bonkers. And this is oodles and oodles worse than that. I would actually, unless it's at the beginning of a game, like when I could use the money, I would actually never see her. Would rather never see her than have her come in and like ruin things for me. Crop fairy means well, but she drives me mad. Yeah, like, oh, I really appreciate you grew one beet for me. That's awesome. You're my savior, crop fairy. Probably plant grass around my crops. We're leaving it to the fates. I'm sure it'll turn out swimmingly. I did kind of loosen up a little bit though. We are gonna use the axe just for twigs. You ever go back to Coral Island? I really would love to. I actually get that question more than I would expect. It was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm just not sure where I would find the time, to be honest. But I would like to make some time. I just picked up and started recording a new game called Echoes of the Plum Grove. Which I haven't really seen a lot about, but it's like a survival farming game, but it also kind of feels like... Oh, we got a path out. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Anyway, it's like set... It's like 1700s Massachusetts farming. That we can keep. The wood has to go. I don't know why I would want to keep this. Is that the one that time actually passes? It runs on a normal calendar like you would expect from a farming sim, I guess. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. It's not like Animal Crossing, for example, where like time continues on when you're not playing. If that's what you meant. I really should be more diligent about cutting down the twigs before, or the logs before they, gosh, the saplings before they get too big and take over. First character dies? Yes, yes. There is progression in that sense. Like if you're playing as your initial character, I don't know how long they live, but I don't think it's incredibly long, and then you'll continue to play after that character has passed on. Alright, well, it's a Tuesday anyway, so it's not like we were going to be moving the coop unless I waited outside Robin's house for several hours, so I guess we'll go to bed, exhausted at 11:30 a.m. I'm living that life every day. Earthquake during the night. Very exciting. Looks really interesting. From what I've seen, it seems like it might be a little bit shallow, possibly. Like, lots to do, but not a lot of depth. But I'm not sure yet. I've only gone through a couple of days, to be honest. But it seems cute. Seems fun so far. You need to, like, keep yourself fed to keep your energy up. And from a couple people that I've talked to that have been playing it, it is pretty tough. Or at least harder than you would expect. Midnight stream for me. Good luck farming. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you gotta sleep, though, you gotta sleep. Like, I get it. Imagine if we were, like, sourcing our own materials and we could basically just go set up another coop pretty much right now. Wouldn't that be wild? I wonder how much, I don't know off the top of my head how much experience melons give. But we got 100 melons in the ground, and we're going to have more coffee than we know what to do with by the end of the year, or the end of the season. I don't know that we'll hit level 10 in summer, but it could be possible, I guess. We changed the rules. No rule change, but I did. Well, actually, yes, one rule change. I'm gonna go ahead and use the axe just to clear out the sticks, the ones that don't give us any farming experience. Just so that I can navigate around my farm. They are not going to level us up in foraging at all. I'm also not going to break any rocks because that would give us mining experience, unlike these little sticks, they don't. And that just kind of made sense. A lot of people were saying, like, if you were actually farming, would you legit, like, just till around a stick that was on the ground? Like, no, you'd break it up, right? So that's the only change, really. And I think we'll go see if we can move the coop today. I guess I could buy some wood while I'm up there and just start to get kind of ready. No, picking up the berries. Come on, you can do it. It's tough. It's tough every time I see them. Unfortunately, yes, bombing rocks on your farm does give experience. Hello, I just need you to do one little thing for me. We go like... Should I just bring it down here? I probably should. Although they might get kind of trapped. That's a decent spot. I can come around through there, right? We can buy... Eventually we can buy like some wood or stone or something and build pathing too, but... We're not there yet. We do need to start buying more wood and stone, though, because I do want to get a coop set up, another one set up fairly shortly here, so... Ooh, and a big chest. That we don't even have enough stuff to fill a small chest. So... That all looks good. Just a couple more days we'll have all the resources, but it's going to be a hot second before we get to actually having the cash to build the stupid coop and buy more chickens. Although, I mean, I guess we're making, what, 280, 300, 350 a day-ish. Or 450 a day-ish, rather. Sorry. It's not terrible. We'll get there. We'll get there. So I get to keep that stuff for once we have resources I don't have to throw away. I wasn't sitting on anything else. That's the other thing. If we're going to make any bars, I need to go buy copper, too. Oof. Alright, well. That all looks pretty good. That's all good. Leeks are precious resources. I'm allergic to celery, which is a weird thing to say because most people have never heard of that or ever encountered anyone that's allergic to celery, but I can eat leeks. So we use leeks a lot of the time instead of celery in recipes. So I'm with you. I like them. They're good stuff. Have we decided what to do about debris on the farm? Yes. The twigs like this don't give any experience, so those are fair game. The rocks do, so unfortunately they stay, and also trees. That's the plan for now. Oops. Possible it changes again, but I actually feel pretty good about that. I think that's a good compromise. It gives us a lot of space, and we're not gaining any experience other than farming and the stupid fishing experience that Willy gives you on Summer 1st in 1.6. So, yeah, I actually really liked that. I encountered allergy to celery. I really don't run into people very often. The home cook, it's super annoying. Yeah, I bet it is. It's super annoying to be allergic too. It's not like anaphylactic or anything for me, but there's celery in a lot of stuff. Just makes for a long day, makes my tummy hurt. Started this challenge, but with foraging and made lots of pathing with the wood, but rocks kept destroying it. Yeah, fences are really the only thing, right? Fences and grass, of all things. So you could plant, like, grass start everywhere if you can manage to get the cash for it. When you say Rip Van Winkle, IrishViking, do you mean like you slept through a couple of years before actually starting the playthrough? That'd be kind of fun. Oh, and the other part of cutting down like the twigs and stuff is I'm not keeping the wood from that. So we are still going to go buy stuff. In other words, you should start with fishing. Depending on how you're doing this, fishing is definitely a good skill. If you're doing all of them on one farm, fishing is probably where I would start. I can get to fishing level 10 in, I don't know, like a week and a half? 2 weeks, maybe. That would set you up. You'd have cash to do kind of whatever you need. If you were playing on Riverland 2 and you had a fish smoker for free, or if you built some cabins, you can get extras. Like, I think that would really kickstart you in terms of just having cash. Okay. Let's get our next round of coffee in the ground. This is just going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm excited for it. The exponential growth of coffee is absolutely disgusting. Allergic to corn. Eggs. Chocolate makes me stop breathing. Maybe don't eat that. Yikes. Gonna have a storm tomorrow. There's not much I can do about that. Those are some interesting ones. I think corn is an allergy that I have not heard of. Dani and I went to Iceland for our honeymoon, and it was pretty neat that they labeled things like in grocery stores. Celery was like an allergen, like how I would see in the United States. I would see like this product might contain peanuts, or peanut is processed in a factory that also handles peanuts, or whatever, you know? So it must be something that's more common there. I thought that was interesting. I'm also like actually allergic, like badly allergic to shellfish, and one of the best places to get some really good lobster soup, go figure, is Iceland. So I did not get to have that. Dani did. She said it was amazing. I'm going to Iceland next month. Anything I should know? We were only there for like a couple of weeks, so I don't think I have any like revelations to present you. But I will say something that I noticed. People don't make a lot of eye contact, or small talk, or smile. So if that happens, it's not because you're annoying them or you've done something wrong. Or, on the flip side, perhaps normally they do, and I was doing something annoying or weird or wrong the entire time I was there. That could be too. It just seemed like a much more stoic community than mine, I guess. Hey, rabbits. Go to the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. The Blue Lagoon is amazing. We did go there. I would say, yeah, any kind of hot springs that you can get to if you have the chance, go for it. Blue Lagoon is like the iconic one. But that also means, at least when we went, it was like crazy, crazy busy. It was packed. Which is fine. But I have been told that there are some, like, more niche places, I guess, that are probably just as cool. But without the crowd. But I didn't know what they were, and we went to the Blue Lagoon, and I thought it was amazing. It was so relaxing. Small talk is something very foreign. I'll take your word. Like, if I'm, like, at the register just buying something from, like, a grocery store or a gas station or whatever it is, like, I'll chat with whoever is there. I don't want to, like, get to know them or know their life story, but I want to, like, just, I don't know, gab a little bit. There was not very much of that, so. Which could be really cool, depending on how you feel about talking to strangers. In Poland, we don't do that. Europe does not like it when strangers interact. Okay. Well, I guess I was probably just the annoying American then. All right. Oh, we should probably go check the traveling cart, huh? Talk to them about Stardew. Well, from what I'm hearing, maybe just don't talk to them. Unless you need something. I don't know. Oh, being allergic to corn and being allergic to corn. That would be brutal. Again, more for us in the States, possibly. Well, I do actually want to get some maple syrup. Right? Like... Wait, the bee house? Bee house is a farming recipe, right? I have that already. Let's grab that. It'll be a while before we're buying iron just for funsies, but at least I'll have this. Kinda didn't really expect to see that. Neat. Just because you're from the Midwest and you assume everyone is your friend? Honestly, where I live, I assume that a lot of people probably really would not like me from like a value standpoint. But I don't know. How do you pull up those details when hovering over an item? I have a mod that is called Look Up Anything. And it lets me press F1 when I have my mouse over something to pull up a whole bunch of different info about it. I have an extensive mod list document, I guess, in the details of almost all of my recent videos, at least. So if you're looking for a link, it's in there. I usually run pretty much the same mods unless I'm doing some kind of weird themed thing. Alright. Well, I kind of want to open up this space up here and start getting more stuff in, but I don't think that we have the energy surplus for that. So maybe, I don't know, maybe once our... maybe once our first round of melons come in, we'll start looking at buying some... Wait a second, what are you doing here? We'll start looking at buying some... like copper and iron and stuff and start getting some sprinklers. That would be very exciting. How on earth could anyone not fail to like you? I'm sure you did not actually mean to say that everyone should not like me, but that double negative just, you got me. Mainly play on Switch, so I'm used to vanilla. There's a lot of really interesting modding and mod content out there. I should probably dive more into that, to be honest. But I get comfortable, you know? I'm happy with my little setup, my little... I log in, I do my little chores in the same way. I don't even think, like, how could I make this more Ooh, that was a bad action. Do not hit the little stumpy That is illegal. Do not have a permit for that. Can't reach that, can I? Nope. Yeah, so this is the problem. Like, I cannot get into this cave without gaining some mining experience. It's just not happening. It's not possible, so... That's unfortunate, though. Because I really would like to. Let's go grab some hay from Marnie. I noticed we're down to just one more, and she should be there today. Sorry, I meant that people from the Midwest tend to try and talk to anyone they meet, i.e. my dad would talk to people on the tube. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's throw that in the chest for now. Bombs do give you mining experience. When you break a rock outside of the mines, you get 1 experience, if I remember correctly. Every time. They also might have coal, which I want to say gives you 6. If you break a rock in the mines that does not have anything in it, like no stone or coal or ore or anything, I think that is where you avoid getting mining experience. So I did mess around with that a little bit. Like we blew up the rocks to our north exit. And I got like 13 experience from a few different aspects there. Think you can bomb trees experience free? We'd have to be really surgical about it though, you know? Okay, anything else I want to get done today? I don't think so. Really excited for this melon harvest to come through. What I'm not really excited for is what happens when the second round of coffee beans starts coming in. Like this one's already coming every other day, but soon enough we are gonna have some issues. This is really annoying. At least they've been spreading into sticks for me. But just not really much I can do right now. Argon was saying weeds can grow over little rocks. So if I see, I don't know, do we have any over here? I think I cut them all down because I wasn't thinking about it. But if we see like weeds that we could scythe down for fiber, we should probably leave those. Because they could actually break rocks and turn them into more weeds instead. So like this up here could potentially break that rock for us. But one of the first things I did on this file was start clearing out all the weeds. It's a lot of melons not to have sprinklers for. Yeah, fortunately, I don't really have a lot else going on, but we have 100 melons. And I don't know, probably a dozen or so coffee beans in the ground so far. I gotta go through 3 trips to refill the watering can, so somewhere between 100 or somewhere between 80 and 120 total, right? But I bought 100 melons to start with. I know this might not be the crowd for it, but I got to do a little roll call again because I am still playing. Is anybody else playing PokeRogue at the moment? Because I love it. It just scratches such a perfect itch for me that I never expected. But I don't have any friends that care. And Danny's getting sick of me. What game? It's called PokeRogue. It's a roguelite based on like Pokemon games, where at the beginning you have 10 points to buy your little team out of a bunch of stuff that you like. You start with a bunch of starters, and then as you catch things through the game, you unlock them as starters for future runs. The classic mode has 200 levels. And whatever you catch, you can use in a later run, but it's just straight battling. It's like battle after battle after battle. You get some money from beating trainers like you would in the game. You get item drops after every single fight. It's so good. I'm not a big roguelike person, but I'm falling deep into the trap. Checked it out when I watched the VOD of Part 1. I haven't had a chance to hop back in, though. Wait a minute. I'm not talking to people. Why did I talk to you? It's a great time. It's kind of... I really don't know how best to explain it, but it is for sure a ton of fun. You get to make teams out of little dudes that you probably would not use in a normal run of Pokemon, just because you are constantly switching things up and making new little strategies. What do we got here? Do I need anything from you? No, not really. You know what could be kind of cool, though, is just having a bunch of fruit trees. Maybe not for, like, this file, but that could be kind of fun to just have a straight-up orchard. Too many Pokemon, not enough of them are rabbits. There are a few at least. Oh, one sec. Blech. I cannot kick this cough. I feel like I've been... Oh, wait. I need... Yeah, you. I feel like I've been sick this entire summer almost. So I still need, what, 51 more stone. And then after that, we still need 4,000 gold. We got the money for the stone. So we could go do that right away here if I wanted to. So you have pollen allergies? It's possible. We drove through, not like specifically your neck of the woods, but we were up through Eugene and Salem, right? Salem? For some reason that doesn't sound right, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So we were in the grass seed capital of the world, which I did not know that's what it was called, but apparently there's a lot of pollen around. I did not... I don't... I've never lived my life thinking that I had pollen allergies, but maybe I do. But that was... I don't know, that was a couple weeks ago already. And I was sick before that. Sick after that. Just been one of those weird summers. It's little summer colds. All right, that's everybody, right? Chickens, you're next. We really need to get some more of you. You guys have really been saving our bacon here. Like, the vast majority of our money so far has come from these little eggs. I was very allergic to whatever pollen they have up in Wisconsin. I think it's also kind of like what IrishViking was saying, is like, if it's foreign to you, probably just seems worse too. I'm sorry. I couldn't get to my mic there. Thought I had an immune system deficiency because I felt sick for weeks, but it was severe allergies. I feel that. I've read that story. Goodness gracious. I have a sleep study in August to find out if I need to get a CPAP machine at 33. So like the always being tired and feeling, I don't think I needed to do that, and always feeling kind of sick and off thing might have a solution coming up. And all it'll take is someone else breathing for me. Or helping, I guess. Always start streaming right as I leave work. Make my 40-minute drive more bearable. That's awesome. That's like the perfect... I listen to a lot of streams while I'm driving. Like, I just throw YouTube on and minimize it. Throw it on my Bluetooth and start driving. It used to be when I would take off from work, Argon would be streaming a lot. So I'd end up catching like 40 minutes of Argon Matrix doing whatever on like a Tuesday afternoon or something. CPAPs can be life-changing. I love mine. I didn't know how bad my sleep was. Yeah, it could be a pretty big deal, so we'll find out. I've had in the past couple months a couple of days where I used sick days at work because I just couldn't. I was just like I hadn't slept. I didn't have like a cough or I wasn't nauseous or whatever. I was just exhausted, so we'll see. Yay for potential solutions. Exactly. You think there'll be a 1.7 update? You know, I would definitely consider it possible. Honestly, I hope for Eric's sake that if he does a 1.7 update, that he can find some chill. Because that man needs, like, to just breathe. So if there is one, maybe he will actually do what he said last time and just focus on making it like a modding update and making things more accessible for people. Sick baby bunny I'm nursing is doing better. That's awesome. Needs to finish Haunted Chocolatiers. I was reading, I guess Dani was reading it to me while I was driving, but we were reading an article where they interviewed him and he was saying like, this is not verbatim, so maybe don't quote me, but he was saying with Haunted Chocolatier, it feels like he doesn't owe anyone. But with Stardew Valley, the community is so big and so important that he feels like he has to keep coming back to the well and thinking like, oh, this cool thing would be awesome if I could just find a way to implement that. Whereas with Haunted Choco, like, he's kind of just doing it for himself at this point. So I don't know that that necessarily means anything in terms of like development pace or whatever. But I think for him, it sounds like Stardew Valley is like who he is, I guess. And Haunted Choco is like something he's doing. If that makes sense. Made Stardew for himself too. Yeah, it was an interesting article. He was saying things like if he would have known back then, you know, how the community would have evolved and surrounded the game, he would have done things differently in terms of just making it easier to work on in the future. Talks about not really being able to close the book. Like, once he starts doing something in Stardew, he has a hard time, like, putting it away. Like, oh, but what if I did this? And, you know, people would probably love this or whatever. But yeah, I agree. I would rather see Haunted Chocolatier before another Stardew update. Like, this is a chunky one. There is a lot to do. I am in no rush for more things to occur in Stardew. I still have things that I haven't even seen, and this is, like, practically my job. So, I'm with y'all. Love to see some Haunted Chocolatier. But I also will never turn my back on Stardew Valley. It's just, I don't know, it's just really important. Even if sometimes you're like, man, I don't think I can, like, just like probably many other folks, I also get, like, burnt out or play way too much at once and need a break. But I don't know, I always find myself coming back, you know what I mean? I think I read that article too. Yeah, it came out around the time, or at least the... I don't know if it came out while we were traveling, but that was when we encountered it. So it would have been like mid to late May. Okay, we are getting so close with these melons here. I'm almost a little hesitant to put more coffee in the ground. We're starting to get a little overloaded, but I am going to do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, I know it's not probably a good idea. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. Been obsessed with my time at Sandrock lately. I played very early on. I played my time at Portia. And it was pretty fun. But I put it down, and it's one of those that when I did, I just kind of never got back to it. That happens to me sometimes. So I'd be interested to jump into Sandrock at some point. It looks pretty cool. I was talking earlier, I just picked up Echoes of the Plum Grove, which looks pretty cute so far. We shall see. Also seems like it might be a little more challenging than like what you might expect. There are like some survival aspects to it. Characters do die. So, yeah, we'll see. And then unrelated to either of those, other things that are going on, I think either next Sunday or the following one, we'll do this year's Pride fundraiser. I've done them for the past couple of years. We did one for the Trevor Project a couple years ago. We did one for Transgender Center for Equality, I want to say it was. I don't remember the exact nonprofit. So, should have some fun stuff coming up one of these weekends. I think we'll just be doing a quick preserves jar speedrun and trying to build ourselves a little flag, since the jellies are colored now. Or I think the pickles are too. We could definitely do something like that. Gotta fine tune it a little bit, but excited for that. The first year I did that, when the channel was pretty small, we made like $300, which I was blown away by because I expected pretty much nothing at that point. And then last year we made like 1,100. It was wild. Almost at level 6 here. Use tables? Do you mean to, like, display them? I was planning on just building multiple preserves jars and leaving them in. But anyway, if we can exceed that this year, that would be cool. Honestly, even if we don't, even if we make 20 bucks, I'll be happy. That's 20 bucks that wasn't there already, you know what I mean? So, I'm pretty jazzed. I don't think I care about going to the luau. What's that going to do for me? Get me friendship with everybody that I don't talk to? It'll just decay down to nothing again? So I don't think I'll bother with that. You know what's going to be a problem? We should probably start worrying about the moss, the green rain event. We're gonna have a lot of trees, a lot of additional trees that I won't be able to do anything about. So I should probably be looking around for seeds to get rid of. Kind of just thought about that. Hadn't really given it any thought until like this second. But that could really mess us up. Yeah, I gotta remember to leave these. Just leave that there. It could help us in the future. There really aren't seeds. Like, I've ignored this area so long that, okay, I know I just said we had to leave that, but I couldn't get through. Anyway, I've ignored this area of the farm for so long that they're all just grown into trees. That whole day could be really kind of problematic. Kind of didn't think about it, but you know what? We'll, excuse me, we'll figure out what happens. Like, it'll be fine. Will the moss that grows get rid of some of the rocks? I honestly don't know. I have not done anything with the green rain other than just like play through while it's happening, just like in a normal game. Oh, hey. Okay, I am going to start a poll here, and I'll probably just leave this up until the end of stream today. Should we bomb our way into the mushroom cave? You guys let me know. I'll just leave this. I would like to get some people's thoughts. I can't get into the mushroom cave without getting mining experience. But do we want to accept that mining experience to get a dehydrator? That's kind of the question. Or is any experience too much experience and kind of breaks the purpose of like setting any rules at all? Welcome in. Kevin iPad? Kevin? Kebon? I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome, welcome. Why is there only 91? It's because you didn't call all of your friends and tell them to join stream. Obviously. Obviously. In actuality, it's probably just because we got a pretty low stakes, pretty chill evening, and we're just kind of vibing. There's probably a lot of really interesting stuff going on that the other 8 billion people on Earth are also busy doing, you know? Question, how do the Stardew creators decide to make content together? I know sometimes competitions happen, but how do creators choose to do things together? When I want to do something with somebody, I will shoot them a message on Discord. And I think that's the same for most people. Either Discord, or I know a lot of us used to communicate via Twitter, but nobody really does that anymore because Twitter is a trash heap. I vote you should only open up the cave when you start working on foraging. Yeah, that would be fair too. We'll see. I'm actually considering taking this farm all the way to Joja completion without using another skill, though. So I don't know if that changes your thought process at all. Twitter is dead. Twitter... I don't want to say Twitter deserves to die, but Elon Musk's Twitter does deserve to die. Twitter used to be a place that I could find news, and now when I sign in, it's like hate speech. So we already have fishing experience. Listen, that was not my decision. Willie did this. Willie did this to me. If it were up to me, I would have said, hey, Willie, I really appreciate your offer of a training rod, but they only cost 25 gold, man. If I wanted one, I would just go buy one. I don't think I have much else I want to do. Oh, traveling cart, obviously, got to do that. I'm feeling a little bit cowardly about getting more coffee down because I do actually want to get another round of melons. What are you going to do when it becomes winter? Well, I'm going to look for powder melons, and I'm probably going to sleep a lot. A mega bomb, that's exciting. Kind of want to buy that, actually. Do I really want to spend 1,000 gold on a mega bomb? Yeah, I do. I do. But I think that's it. I think we're good after that. When it got renamed, I didn't know, so I uninstalled the weird... Oh, yeah. That makes sense, too. Yeah, it was such a shame. I really don't think there's anything else I need to do. I gotta take all of the melons in tomorrow to sell them to buy the next round. But I'm curious. I wonder how far we'll get into our farming experience here. Can't talk. Losing it. We pet chickens in the winter? That's true, yeah. Oh, we got our green rain coming tomorrow. Exciting stuff. Alright, we were just barely under level 6, so... We're definitely going to 7. I think 8 might be a little bit too far out there. Oh, I missed one. Shoot. That's so frustrating. Yeah, definitely not hitting 8 here, but still a good harvest, I would say. Yeah, a fantastic harvest. 30,000 gold. Love to see it. I wonder if Robin will come out to my farm tomorrow to work on a coop in the middle of the rain. Looks like an app for adult. Yeah. X is just a truly awful name for an app. Shania, welcome in. 27 months. Let's go. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Have you decided which skill will be next? Mining. No, I haven't. But if I go straight down the list, it will be mining. Oh, my inventory's full. I guess I can feed you first. Here you go. Am I missing something? I am not. No. Just not paying attention. I do need to drop off a donation. Is that fair? That's not really farming. Let's get rid of that. That doesn't feel even like farming adjacent, to be honest. I guess I'll just do another 100... Oh, hello. Another 100 melons. Ooh, very close. I really want to grab the forage. Every time I walk by, it's temptation like you don't even know. When you begin mining, will you stop farming? So I have two schools of thought rattling around in my brain. Idea one. Well, actually, there are a few different permutations, I guess, but my thought originally when I started this farm was that I was going to complete the Joja development form using only farming and then start a brand new farm. Because I just want to gauge how long each one takes. Not because I'm trying to speedrun anything or whatever. But I would like to get a vibe for like how long it takes. I'm sure combat is just truly disgusting. Like, I don't even really want to do that one, to be honest. But as I started streaming, people were like, oh, you're gonna like max one out and then move on to the next, or you're gonna max one out and that unlocks the next one on the same farm. I kind of think that's an interesting idea. Oh shoot, I didn't bring my stuff. I didn't have any room anyway. And to answer the question, are you gonna buy a new backpack? I kind of don't really need to, you know? Like, yes, my backpack did get full, but like, ooh, very nice find. It's pretty easy to manage what little I have to deal with from, you know, day to day here. So maybe I'll post something in Discord or on the community page or something and get people's thoughts. Because it could be kind of cool to just be like, hey, you can only do farming until you've maxed it. All right, now that you've maxed farming, you can also do foraging. Or should it be, now that you've maxed farming, you can only do foraging? I think either way would be cool, you know? Just saying hi, I have to go to work. Well, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Combat alone without mining would be brutal. You'd have to fight them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that would be really, really awful. Not impossible. But not fun, probably, you know? Missed one in the second row. Oh, so I did. It's a prime spot for a bean. And actually, this can stay behind. I also thought you were maxing one skill at a time. Yeah. I guess I should have, well, A, thought more than 20 seconds about the concept, but also B, just communicated a little better. Because I was thinking 5 farms, 5 skills, you know? Okay, hello. I need to get a coop, please. This is ugly. It's not great out here. Well, there's space to walk if I put it right there, and we're not blocking the door, so that'll work. I think the worst part about combat without mining would honestly be just waiting. You'd have to spend every day just like Doing absolutely nothing. Excuse me. All right, I think it's time to start talking to Clint a little bit about getting some sprinkler situations figured out. You go to the secret woods. That's true. We could share hop. Hello, my new best friend. So, oh, I should have bought stone from Robin. Dang, I'm gonna need more. Well, I need 20. God, this is just gonna suck, isn't it? And then I'll just start with this for now and grab, I don't know, grab some iron too. Not really sure what I'm doing yet with a furnace and whatever. But I do know that I want to get some sprinklers in. We're going to have to just do basic sprinklers, huh? Because I'm not going to have a reliable source of quartz. Hello, sorry, I forgot something. So I guess, should I just buy out as much as I can? No, because I kind of want to save a little. Well, I'll be making money. I was going to say I want to save a little bit of cash to buy more chickens, right? Those guys are our money makers day to day. We got our melons in the ground. We got more coffee for if we ever want to add more coffee, I guess. So I think I'll just try to go fairly even on these. I'll need... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Dang. Let's just buy as much coal as we can. And I guess we'll start there. Feel like winter's the worst season. I used to not really like winter, and honestly, I kind of really enjoy it now. It's a good time for me to do things that I can't find time for in the rest of the year. So, you know, a good time to go to the mines or the Skull Cavern, depending on where you're at with mines progression. It's a really good time to go fishing if you're kind of falling behind on your fishing. It's an excellent time to make friends, to be handing out gifts and getting people's cutscenes and whatever. But also, once you have the greenhouse, you're still farming. And once you have Ginger Island, it's almost like you don't really even have a break. But I feel ya. I did used to really not enjoy winter so much. But I'm there for it now. I think I'm going to make one last kind of sweep around the edges of the area that we actually use. Get rid of any seeds or smaller trees that I still can, and then we'll go to bed. I'm going to poke my head out tomorrow, but I honestly don't know that I'll do very much. Like, I kind of want to leave the bushes out there. It would be nice to get some moss, I guess. I don't know what we would be using it for, because I'm not leveling and foraging at all. I don't have a single recipe that uses moss so far. I don't know if I will. But maybe the moss can... Yeah, somebody was saying maybe moss will, like, bust out some of the rocks or replace them. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, no cash for that. It is not very often in my Stardew Valley experience that I am running with one single furnace making copper bars. I feel like a pauper. I feel insignificant. I feel like I don't want to stand here and do this all day, so let's go to bed. Probably should have done iron, but whatever. All right, level 6 farming. Very exciting. Cheese press we'll never have. Hardwood fence we'll never have. Quality sprinkler we will most likely also never have. Never going to use any of that. But hey, we're making progress. So here's the question. My question is, I hear Robin's like, yeah, I can't take a day off. I promised. I'm gonna scoot through here and talk to her real quick if I can. No? Okay. Wanted to see what she would have to say. S? Just S? Welcome in. Oh, I did not empty out my inventory immediately after I told someone, like, nah, I don't need a bigger bag. So, what do we have going on over here? This doesn't seem like it had affected us too much. All of this is kind of annoying. And an article about us in the paper. We're going to be in the paper. Pam wants a drink. Gus wants us to come to the saloon if we want. All right, I guess you stay, my friend. I was kind of hoping I could do something here, but it does not appear to be the case. I guess we'll go check the traveling cart, though, huh? Got distracted by my chickens. What's going on? Right now I'm suffering because I did not upgrade my backpack. I need to grab some food for the chickens. We need to harvest the rest of this. We're pretty much just going to ignore the green rain as much as possible, I think. Was there any more coffee over here that I missed? No. I kind of just want to leave this. Maybe it'll break some rocks for me. Maybe not. We'll find out, I guess. But if it could, that sure would be swell. Oh, and I gotta grab food for the chickens, and then we gotta go check the traveling cart, and then we're good. That's it for today. Easy peasy. Do I want to keep a melon for any reason? Not really. I'm also out of food for the chickens again already. And I don't know that I can buy any from Marnie today either, huh? I probably should have been thinking about that. Although tomorrow is not raining, so maybe it'll be all right. They'll be able to eat outside tomorrow at least. I don't know about the day after, but... Imagine this, like, strange phenomena happens, and your first thought is, well, I gotta check and see if my random pull from the traveling cart will be good today. Gotta do my dailies. Alright, what you got for me? Man, I was saying it last stream, but the traveling cart lady on this file is absolutely cracked. There have been so many good items for like a normal run. It just keeps getting better. Mixed flower seeds. Are you coal? Nope. You're clay. And honestly, I think we have enough clay. Oh, speaking of, yeah, I didn't think I could buy anything. Well, I'm not talking to you then. Speaking of, I should probably get a silo up, huh? Since I started getting some copper bars put together. As if I'm like assembling them piece by piece. Since we are smelting some copper now, it would be nice to get a silo. Did I build? No, I didn't build a silo. I didn't have a furnace before today. Come on. This wasn't really like farming. I wasn't even on my farm. Do I even want to keep... I'll hang on to it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, off to bed. shortest green rain day ever. I actually really, really like that event. I think it's super cool, but it's doing nothing for us, so let's just move on. All right, so what have you done? Ooh, and it is going to storm tomorrow, which is not good news for our chickens. The other bad news is I gotta start watering stuff again, but I won't have to tomorrow. I wonder if I should get a watering can upgrade. I don't do that very much, but might be nice just to have the capacity, you know what I mean? Because even once I have some sprinklers in, I'm still gonna need to water things. Leap, are you on Discord? I'm not like currently on Discord, but I have a Discord, yeah. Is there like something going down on my server right now? Oh, are you on Twitch? No. I've thought about multi-streaming. I know I have a few like content creator friends that have done multi-stream where you broadcast to 2 places at once. That has worked out decently well for some folks, especially when you don't like have like a huge audience. So it doesn't get like crazy distracting having to deal with things from like different places. Definitely thought about that. It could be kind of cool, could be interesting. I know a lot of people that are like hardcore YouTube or Twitch don't really enjoy the other platform that I think might be able to still enjoy some of the vids or whatever. Multi-stream is kind of hard. It would definitely be something different. I'm sure there would be a learning curve. I can't believe Robin just like hung out in the green rain working on my coop. I would have taken the day off, I'm not gonna lie. She is her own boss. What is she doing out there? Just stay home. Stay home, friend. Nobody is forcing you to do this. All right, I see you over here. So it doesn't really look like any of the weeds that were around broke any of the rocks in our little field here. We don't appear to have gained much farmland, which is fine. I mean, it's good that we can see that, but I was a little bit hopeful. Robin has the right grind set. She's on that toxic grind. She's what we call what? Hustle culture. She says, I gotta make a name for myself. Otherwise, they're gonna go to my competitors for carpentry work. Let's see. No, I don't care about that. I was looking for the calendar. Sam's birthday in 2 days, but like nothing unusual happening. So I think I will actually do a copper watering can upgrade. It's a very strange feeling, but might as well take advantage of the fact that we're going to have some rain, right? Oh, I actually have no money, so never mind. Never mind at all. Don't mind me. I'm 100% not going to do that. Because earlier I said, no, I don't need to save any money for chickens. By the time the coop is done, I'll have enough money to buy more. Which, as you might notice, is true. But I can't do anything else. So, back to bed. And let's keep working on iron tomorrow, I guess. As long as she doesn't start selling courses for 200 bucks. Robin would never. Pierre. Pierre might. We're gonna have some cranky chickens tomorrow. I am out of food, I believe. I will check, but I'm feeling pretty positive about that. What a lovely little farm we have. Isn't it just gorgeous? Oops. Well, I guess I'll just come back later. Is this Meadowlands? Yep, this is Meadowland Farm. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Yeah, there is no hay in there for our chickens. That is for sure. They're going to be very, very unhappy with me, which is, that's like all of our money right now, but it's only one day, right? It's fine. And honestly, I've been trying to be a good chicken dad. I think they recognize that. I think they understand. Things are just tight right now. We're all making sacrifices. $560 gold. So we should be able to buy, what, 2 more chickens today? Spreading weeds. Ooh. It's starting to get a little ugly again. I gotta water everything today. What am I doing in here? Oh yeah, grabbing one little coffee bean, and let's get to work. And hey, by the time I'm done with all of this, you know, it'll be close to Marnie opening. We'll go get some more food for the chickens. We'll go buy some more chickens. Kind of reminds me, actually, of the chicken farm in that we had kind of like that snowballing, but it felt like that one went even a little bit faster than this. Or maybe it's just that I didn't have to water anything, so it felt faster. All your adult rabbits are rebelling. They can tell the baby food is available. Can you imagine a human adult like losing it on you? They're like, listen, I know you have baby food in that kitchen. I know for a fact that there's some pureed squash in a little jar back there. If you don't give it to me, we're gonna have a problem. Does anyone have a baby food? This is a tough question. Does anyone know if there were any baby foods that they really, really did not like? I ask that not with an answer in mind, because I honestly know nothing about my own childhood, but I'm curious if any of you were ever told, like, oh yeah, you hated beans or whatever. Okay. 9:10 a.m. The peas. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Listen, I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What did we name our animals? Oh, pumpkin, butternut, squash, and gourd. Oh, yeah, and squash. We had squash and pumpkin were already here. And then we added gourd. Well, as long as we're on the topic, let's go ahead and grab a chicken. We can name it Peas. And if we're getting peas, we might as well also grab carrots. I don't know if those two things are linked together in your mind, but they are for me. My sister, who is a dietitian, right? When she was younger, she hated carrots so much. And I think this was, like, performative. But one night, my folks said, like, you cannot leave the kitchen table until you eat your carrots. So she ate her carrots and threw them up on her plate and then left. And I don't think she's, like, allergic to carrots or anything. I think she just really didn't like them. And I don't know if she was, like, stressed or what. But she was like, I'm not going to eat them. They're going to make me sick. And they're like, no, you need to eat your carrots. She was kind of a picky eater. She's definitely not anymore, but... Hey. Oh, yeah. Should probably actually get some of that. Hated bananas, and I still only like them if they're at the perfect ripeness. I had a roommate that did not like the smell of bananas, and I kind of forgot that at one point, and definitely bought like a whole bunch of bananas one time. 7 hay. Fabulous. That was my bad. It's a boss move. It kind of was, yeah. Currently expecting the only thing this kid lets me eat, no problem, is peas and carrots. Well, there you go. Congratulations, by the way. Let's kind of clear a little bit of this garbage out of here. The poll seems heavily in favor of bombing to go get a dehydrator. So we'll probably consider doing that at the top of next stream. I don't think I'll do it today. I'm sure there will be comments. Somebody will have a really compelling reason why I shouldn't do that, and I will become the victim of cyberbullying yet again and give in to them. Anything else? I don't think so. The bookseller. Woohoo! Well, I got really excited when we found this coffee originally, but the longer I've had it, the more I'm just kind of like, this does not help me in any way. I mean, I am getting a little bit of experience all the time with it, right? But, like, if I sold all of my coffee, I guess I'd make a couple grand. That's something. It's not, like, literally throwing it away, but not a lot of money, and I guess I have oak resin, so I could make 1 keg at some point. I bought an oak resin from the traveling cart. I don't know. I think I just fell into the trap of always being so excited to find coffee. Experience is good? I mean, it is. And it is experience like every other day. But what's better, experience or going to bed earlier? Probably the experience, huh? It's probably worth it. I am pretty notorious for being a whiner, so... Alright. I should maybe save up, though. I was talking earlier about upgrading the watering can, it would be kind of nice. It's so rare that I'm watering 100 plants in summer, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of out of my element here a little bit. But I think that could really help us into like fall. Not winter so much. I think winter is going to be kind of lame. All the stuff that I was talking about earlier when I was saying I really like winter now. Yeah, we can't do any of that. So, oh my gosh. So I don't think we're going to have a very... I mean, it'll be fast. It'll go quick. We'll pet the chickens. But I think that'll be about it. And speaking of the chickens, got a couple new ones. Everybody's got food this time. I don't know that I can even find everybody at this point. I specifically never plant more than like 40 to 50 crops until I get quality sprinklers. Yeah, that's probably a good move. Usually what I will do is plan like how many crops or like how many harvests, I guess, I'm going to need to get to level 2. And then I can kind of do whatever I need to, because I can always get more basic sprinklers, but, well, that is obviously not the case, as we are seeing today. Although, I mean... yeah, even if I took all of the coal or all of the iron and copper that I've smelted so far and turned it into sprinklers, it would still cover less than half of our field. And also, we would have to like rip out half of the stuff that we are growing at this point. I think I'm good. Let's keep it going. Get bored of watering it around that many spaces, and I hate regular sprinklers. I don't think I ever used regular sprinklers until I was on YouTube. And then I was seeing like my peers, I guess, use them, and I was like, you know what? I should probably figure this out. That looks really handy. But they definitely are, they're kind of a pain. Even navigating through them is kind of frustrating, but like the layout's obviously not very exciting to learn. And just by the nature of the way that you have to place them to get the best coverage, I always get a couple of comments of people being like, that's a very specific looking image you've put on the screen there, Leap-A-Lot. Do you have anything you need to tell us? And I'm like, no, that's just, it's just what happens. I'm not trying to subconsciously put hate imagery on my YouTube channel. But they look a little bit sussy, just a little bit. All right, we're finally through all of our iron. Finally getting over to copper. I'm not sure if I'll bother switching over to sprinklers for fall, or honestly, if we just take it all the way through and redo the layout in winter. I'll have to think about it. We're not going to make it to fall today either way, so it's not like I really need to figure it out, but if I get to the end of the night and I say, I'll definitely figure this out in between streams, it's like a 50-50. whether I will or whether I'll load up stream and be like, all right, making this decision on the fly. These are pretty good energy also, right? Yeah, 113. I don't need to be carrying this stuff around with me, though. But it's good to know that we have some pretty good energy sources in the box there. Okay. Well, little chickens, you guys got to grow up big and strong. We also need to go and check the traveling cart. You know, I'm going to do that first because if I need to raise any money, I could still take eggs over to Pierre, and I have those carrots and squash and coffee beans and stuff, so see if there's anything worth buying over here. If there is, we might make a little trip into town. Otherwise, I think that's it for another beautiful summer day. Oh my gosh. This file is just, it's just crazy. A nautilus shell? I don't know if I've seen one of those before, but finding one in the middle of summer, that's awesome. I had a video about world seeds, but they don't work with 1.6 anymore, the way that the worlds are generated, so I should write this one down in case I do another video like that. There was one that was like, you legitimately could get probably more than 50% of the stuff that is... Oh, no. Well, you could get like over 50% of the stuff that you needed for... What's the word I'm trying to think of? For the community center, just from going to the traveling cart every time it was available. That was not a good time to get experience. That was very late into my day. But you know what? It wasn't very late into a normal Stardew Valley day, so it's alright. Boo just did a perfection run in 1 year and got stymied by a nautilus shell. Had to reset the whole run. For Habu, losing a run to any small thing is just so perfectly, like, on brand. It just, that's what happens. Things... The amount of resets I see him do just when I stop by for, like, a random stream on like, a random Thursday afternoon or whatever. He's made us something else. But something I always say to people is, like, it's a single-player game. If that's whatever way that you have the most fun playing it, or you get the most enjoyment or satisfaction or whatever, that's how you should play. And if you want to push it to, like, the absolute limits and clock out your day to, like, the millisecond, and that is fun for you, then rock on. I have fun being, like, kind of sweaty, but that's, like, a whole different realm. He's a mad lad, that is for sure. Enjoy watching him, but can never do what he does. Exactly, yeah. It's like watching a train wreck. You can't look away. It's horrifying, but intriguing. I should maybe be starting my day with my animals, just so I can, like, try to catch them all to get the hearts and the experience. Because once they're out in the wild, I mean, I guess it's a good thing at least I have UI Info Suite, so I get the little hands over their heads. Otherwise, they'd be gone forever. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Excuse me. Okay. Check this out. Perfect. Gonna have to put away my scythe, I guess. Do things a little bit more like manually. Lose the energy to save the experience. Okay, and we checked the cart, and it was awesome, but nothing that I needed. So let's fill back up and go to sleep, I think. All right. I always miss one somewhere. That's why we need those sprinklers, you know? So, I think... Are the cloud shadows new? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Anyway, I think we should have another chicken today, right? If I wanted to sell some stuff, bring Demetrius a melon, you know what? We can do that. Not yet, but that's like a farming quest for sure. For sure, for sure. All right, let's talk to these chickens like I was saying before I lose them all in there. And grab our little eggies. Thank you. Gotta go get my backpack upgrade now, I think. Because you guys also have eggs, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to grab both of those. Okay. Well, maybe we'll sell off, I don't know, some coffee or something. Or maybe I'll just wait. Squash? Coffee? Meh. Whatever. I'll just wait. What are you playing on? This is the Meadowland farm, unless you mean what console or whatever, because I'm playing on PC, if that was the question. But yeah, this is the new farm that came out with 1.6. Meadowland farm, you start with a coop and some chickens and some hay instead of parsnips, which is pretty cool. If you guys were adding something to the other farms, like how the Riverland got the fish smoker, right? If it were up to you and you were adding something to the other farms, like a machine or just something to kind of like equalize it, what would you guys add to the other ones? Like the forest, the hilltop, Four Corners, beach, standard. I don't know about a lot of them. I was thinking for the hilltop, it would kind of make sense to just give you a furnace. That's not the most useful thing in the world. Like, you can get them pretty quickly. But it would be kind of nice to just have one to start. It could give you a dehydrator for the forest farm, maybe. Could do a fish smoker again for the beach farm. I don't know. Just thinking. All right, let's grab our last egg here. Pop over to Pierre's because we got 50, 125, 167, or 267, right? Another almost 200. We'll be close. I'll bring some coffee with. Maybe I'll just sell like all the gold and silver coffee. I just want to get both chickens today. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's bring all of the coffee. Shoot. I'll grab myself the backpack upgrade right away, too. Maybe an upgraded pickaxe for the hilltop farm? Like, value-wise, the smoker is 10,000, right? The coop with the chickens is... what, 3,000 plus another 2,000 plus 9. The coop with the chickens is like 12,000 gold, right? So I think that the pickaxe would be within reason. Any plans on getting a barn? I think we will. I'm not necessarily in a rush for it. Chickens are a really good, like, cost value, I guess. I'm not sure the words I'm looking for, but they do not cost me very much, and they very quickly can make a lot of money. They age really fast. Purchase animals, carrots and peas. Let's do green bean and tomato. Beautiful. But we should probably expand our little operation, get some cows, onion. That makes a lot more sense, but I'm kind of happy that I picked tomato, to be honest. We get some sheep, get some cows. Really, the only thing we wouldn't want would be piggies. Unless we want to raise pigs for farming experience and just not let them out to get truffles until we start doing foraging, assuming we do them on the same file. I keep just like running into days where it would be a good day for a watering can upgrade right after I spend a whole bunch of money. Oh, not really any point in planting those. Go pet your chickens? You're so right. I literally was saying we need to do that right away in the morning before they all get spread out. There we go. Got to get our little lovin's in early, and I can get back to the fields. Wonder if we'll have another just redonkulous day at the traveling cart full of stuff that I don't need but am really, really jealous about. I kind of hope so. It's taking on like a status in my mind. Like, this is like the run if it were an actual farm and not just this ugly, ugly thought experiment. If nothing else, at least I'm getting a lot of animation canceling practice. So for fall, what do you think? We're probably just going to want to do pumpkins, right? Seems like the classic. Maybe I'll start getting some preserves jars together or something. Or I could just spend all my money on... Well, even if we just got one or two and started like hanging on to stuff and cycling through like our high value crops, probably be worth it. But I also really want to get some sprinklers. By the way, this is going to be the last day for us. Just a heads up. I'll go check the traveling cart. We'll wander around a little bit, see if I'm missing anything. But I really only wanted to get about a couple hours in tonight. We're just kind of hitting that mark here. Right at the 3/4 point of summer. So, you get stuff from the train? That feels like foraging to me, though. It's kind of the same reason I'm not getting anything from the garbage. Maybe I'll go up there. Excuse me. I'll go up there and see what it is. I don't think there's anything up there that I could get that would feel very, like, farming related, but if there is, we'll take it home. Although I say that, but should I even be digging up little worms? That's like foraging. Everything is like foraging when it comes down to it. Don't jump, Penny. You can do it. Okay. I like these trees that grow up here. They come in with like the moss, right? Well, nothing for us today. Ooh, but I got some wiggly guys. Got some broccoli for the fall. Multi-harvest crops are very, very nice. We get some sprinklers, get some multi-harvest broccoli down. We'll be swimming in cash. We got almost two entire basic quality sprinklers worth of broccoli already. Maybe that's what I should focus on for next stream. I must have broken something for that because I know I didn't buy it. Anyway, maybe that's what I should focus on for next stream is actually, once we're done with like our morning chores, get out and see if we can find dig spots for the seasonal crops. Because they're pretty decent, especially broccoli. I think is pretty good. Carrots are my favorite, I want to say, but anytime you can just dig something up out of the ground and have it produce multiple times, like the broccoli, the squash, that's really good. Okay, traveling cart lady, and then I think we'll probably call it. The only thing I want from the train are the leprechaun shoes. The leprechaun shoes don't make any noise, right? It's just the clown ones from the dwarf vendor. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Quality sprinklers. We need to go sell everything we own. Ooh, I should almost just reset the day because I just threw all my eggs in the bin. Okay. Well, honestly, what I might do, I'm going to look at what we have in storage here, and I might just shut it down and start over and just like not save. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough. So I think actually instead of saving and going to bed here, I'm gonna say good night, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. And what we'll do is we'll just start our day 21 over again, and this time hang on to all of our eggs and sell them to Pierre. And that'll get us at least a couple sprinklers. Hopefully. I might even like sell some stuff to Clint, which would totally suck, but definitely be worth it. We got clay too. It's a Sunday. So we'll be able to make some moves. But either way, I'm not going to reset the day today because I did want to get rolling here. So I hope you guys had some fun tonight. Hope you're going to come back and hang next time. Should just be next Monday. I don't think there's anything weird going on. But either way, I will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.